60 Rand. These specials are only available at Salih Barbecue Woodstock, number 111 Victoria Road, just past the Woodstock Police Station on the corner of Plain Street. We also have our own delivery service available for the Woodstock and surrounding areas as far as Bo-Kaap. Phone Salih Barbecue Woodstock on 021 447 4756 or visit www.salihbarbecuetonight.co.za.
All these amazing deals are now also available at Salih Barbecue Rylands with free delivery in the surrounding area.
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business side.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Daily Grind, back at it again. If you heard that little voice there in the background, that was none other than my next guest, the owner of Kleen Sneekz. I had to remind myself, it's not Kleen Sneekz, Daanyaal. It has a special kind of spelling. But anyway, we have here Mr. Yazeer, the owner, the founder, the main man behind the show. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yazeer, how are you doing?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, yourself, Daanyaal.
Can't complain, brother, can't complain. The weather's turning a little bit better. The rain is gone, alhamdulillah. You know how shocked I was on Sunday morning when I looked at the weather report and it said 99% chance
I can imagine.
I was shocked, brother. I was like, no way. It's not even a prediction anymore. It's a certified fact. It's raining. But alhamdulillah, I think that's the last rain we're going to get. So it's a good day.
I hope so too, because the rain's been killing me. It's been too cold. It's been way too cold.
Brother, the worst thing is, you wake up, it's cold, and then later on in the day, you have now you dress yourself up, you think it's going to be cold all day, alhamdulillah, no, there the sun's out and you're sweating.
And it's hot, exactly.
Yeah, that's the worst thing.
And it also makes you not want to get out of bed as well.
Indeed. But anyway, Yazeer, this isn't the weather show, this is the Daily Grind, where we don't talk weather, we talk business.
100%.
And in front of us, you have, of course, shoes, but tell the people a little bit of what you do exactly.
Okay, shukran, Daanyaal. So my name is Yazeer Abrams and I'm the owner of Kleen Sneekz, sneaker cleaning and customs. So we've established or started the business in 2018, roughly around October, September, October side. It started off as a very small idea. It was actually one of my friends from high school, his cousin that I'm also friends with, asked me if there was perhaps a company that I know of, because a lot of people come to me and ask, Yazeer, do you know of any company I can maybe send my sneakers to have them cleaned? I said, you know what, I don't, but I can maybe point you in a few directions. And then she said, why don't you start it? I told myself, you know what, I'm a bit skeptical. It is people's sneakers. It's their pride and joy at the end of the day. And it costs a pretty penny at times, for the more expensive collectible sneakers. And I would say a month or two after that, I got to thinking and I started giving away free cleans. When starting it, I thought of the name. And then from there onwards, I tried to do my own marketing, tried to come up with a name, the spelling, the logo. And from then on, it started going smoothly. The cleans were quite good. People were quite impressed. After maybe about 10 or 15 free cleans, I decided, hey, why not try to then make some money? We only charged about 80 to 100 Rand per pair. And there was a few regulars straight after that. And from there, as they say, the rest is history. We just started off with basic and intensive cleans. So we offer two different cleans. We offer a full outside clean, including the laces. And then with our intensive clean, that's a full service where it's the inside. We take out your inner soles. We basically clean every part of your sneaker / shoe. So that's also the lovely part. People turn their shoes over. They still expect a bit of dirt underneath, but we take a knife. We take maybe even
a knife.
Yeah. Ooh. So like a craft knife that you use for the paint work and stuff. So we take that and we take all the muck and the dirt out and we scrub the underside of your shoe as well. So
I was going on like that because I was thinking, wow, you must be very confident to work with a knife on people's
like I said, it comes with the experience though. It wasn't something that I did at the beginning, but obviously perfecting the craft and then also, should I say, watching more videos, self-taught things as well. I've come a long way. My wife assists me with this as well. She does all the paint work for us, and I can tell you now, it's the talent is there. And she underestimates her work. But I think it's very good, and there's a lot of people always paying us compliments and telling us, one of the best in Cape Town. And for me, I feel like, there'll always be competition, but we feel we're only in competition with ourselves.
That's the best way to go about it, improving on your own craft. I was actually going to mention that when I looked at your Instagram page and I saw all of your work, I was surprised because you don't do actually simple cleaning, because a lot of the stuff almost seems restorative in nature. It's not just cleaning, you're actually saving these.
Yes, definitely. So at the beginning, a lot of people thought, why clean my sneakers? What's the point? And after then showing people with the before and after pictures on our social media platforms, people were like, wow. Sometimes people we sort of bring shoes back to life. It's been, some people have their shoes for a year, 8 years, 10 years, and sometimes they give up hope on it. I've met so many clients. I think I should get paid if I had gotten paid for every time a customer said, I wish I had known you before I gave my sneakers away. I can tell you now, I probably would have been a millionaire by now, because we've saved a lot of clients' sneakers, and the advice that we give, it's free to give the advice, and clients appreciate it as well. And I can tell you now, they're very grateful, because especially when we tell them how to take care of their sneakers, it's not just a sneaker cleaning service. We offer advice, we offer points, tips on how to take care of your shoes, and also to elongate the life of your sneakers or shoes.
So you're very much over the interpersonal relationships that you hold with customers.
Yes, most definitely. It's very important. Customer service is a very big part of the business, and we always try to make sure all our clients are happy, and that if they have any feedback, we welcome it openly. We tell them, please tell us if you have a problem, if you have a compliment, send it our way. We will take that feedback or constructive criticism and use it to better ourselves and our service.
I love that. I love it when businesses come on board and they say they're open to criticism. Sometimes people come or you talk to businessmen and they say they're open to criticism, but you can tell, this guy doesn't want to be told that his food is not that good. You can know this guy is not open to criticism. But I love that you came on here and you said, I give advice to people, but they can also give advice to me, saying that, my product, there was an issue here, because the only way is up. The only way to better yourself is to listen to the criticism and go from there. What's the most interesting thing about your history there is actually the bit about you starting and doing free cleans, which I found very, very interesting and also very smart, because you're basically working with people's items that they care very, 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 very much about. And I'm sure you're cleaning people's shoes that are trying to get ready for Eid. So I'm sure,
That's a very big part as well.
A man does not want to have his shoes dirtied and destroyed before Eid. So I found that there was a very interesting strategy there, doing it free so you can build that rapport with customers, and also establishing yourself by also establishing your skills. Was that just something you came up with entirely on your own, like, I'm going to start for free, build myself up, or is it?
It was with the assistance of my wife and my mother as well. I asked our mom. Also, I'd always ask my mom, should I do this? Should I do that? Because, the advice your parents also give you are very important. Where would we be without them?
Exactly. You just have to ask.
We wouldn't be here. So at the beginning, when we started that off and we did the free cleaning, it was out of fear. And I say it proudly, because if I look at where I'm at today, I can do something with my eyes closed. That's how confident we are as a business as well. With our eyes closed.
Brother can do it with his eyes closed. MashaAllah, he is gifted lid.
So we started with the cleans as well, and then we branched out into doing small repair work and paint work. But it wasn't really too big at the time, and we just stuck to the cleaning because that's what we were confident in. And I started just by, not a word of a lie, I started sitting in a shower, in the front of a shower where I was staying at the time. In the front of a shower with just a bucket, water, and my cleaner. Got different brushes, did research, spoke to different companies, even watched videos, and I started cleaning off just like that. I killed my back, I'm not gonna lie. I think my back is still recovering at this time. But then when I found out what cleaners are best to use, I started only using that. And at the time I had a full-time job where I worked call center jobs, a few different companies, even jobs that weren't call center jobs. And I would actually come home in the evening and then clean sneakers. So my day only ended maybe at 10, 11 at night, even at times.
But back then it was a side hustle, yes?
Yes, that's correct. It wasn't a full-time business. It wasn't even a registered business. It was strictly just did the social media, got it out there on WhatsApp and then Insta and Facebook. And from there, we did the free cleans. Then we started charging. Still wasn't a lot. People were happy with it. And then we started cleaning caps as well as bags.
And then also the formal shoes was a big part, because the ladies like their high heels, and the ladies like their winter boots as well. So we did some polishing and buffing as well for them. And then from there also we on your word that you said earlier about for Eid, for Christmas, we save a lot of people money, because at the end of the day, when your sneakers can look new, you don't have to go and spend so much more money on a new pair.
Yeah, I know what to buy a new pair.
Exactly.
My God, these prices, man. These are unallowed prices these days. But anyway,
it starts off at a high price as well, because especially like with the more elite brands that people are wearing, it's 2K, 3,000 rand upwards. Obviously for the collector items, you're looking at 5,000 up to 10,000 and
10,000
going up to 20,000.
We're telling you right now, there are people out in Cape Town walking around these streets with 10,000 rand shoes.
And they not only have just one pair, they've got a few of those pairs
they
at
are
that
brave.
price.
Mashallah, there are people braver than me. No, I could never. But your story is very, very interesting. I find it exceptionally, intriguing in regards to your starting, because you started from humble beginnings. You basically just did it for free.
Yeah.
You said you did 15 for free, and now it seems you're almost branching out. You're not just doing cleaning anymore.
Yes.
You're doing restorative work, and you're not even doing shoes that much. You're still doing shoes, but it seems you're also getting
additional work, such as the extra services that we offer now. So, Daanyaal, as we said before, so it's sneaker cleaning and customs. And to point on that note, it's not just that it's cleaning. We offer the service to formal shoes, high heels, trainers, even soccer boots, baseball shoes. We've cleaned it all, even up to flip-flops, Crocs. That's now the in thing. So we've been doing quite a few of those as well. And even with regards to no-name branded shoes, we always put the emphasis on that. To me personally, I don't have any judgment whether your feet smell not so good or good. At the end of the day, our service is there for that exact reason.
Yes.
We have lots of clients that say, I'm so scared, my shoes smell bad. I tell them, please don't feel ashamed. It is our job and our service that we provide to make your sneakers and your feet smell better. And in that way, we actually give a free deodorizer in all our services, so that when the client puts on their sneakers, it goes onto their feet and their socks as well, and it creates that long-lasting good smell.
Okay. Now, you have brought two items here into the studio, a pair of sneakers.
Yes.
Can you just enlighten me a little bit about them here? This one here with the blue
It's a blue
markings on-
drip, yeah.
Oh, and yes, of course, if you want to see it, you have to go onto the Facebook Live and the YouTube Live there to check out what I'm actually referring to. But you brought here, so this is basically not only a restorative piece.
This is a custom-made sneaker with regards to the paint job. So this we use as our display pair, where we are based in Steenberg. So with that, when clients come, instead of just trying to show them a picture, they can actually see it live and in person.
Yes.
So with regards to this sneaker, this was the before picture as we would post it. And then with this, obviously you can see it's not cleaned, it's a bit grubby and dirty.
Yeah.
The laces also don't look so great. And then I decided, I was trying to think of an idea. I went on Pinterest, I went on Google, and what I did is we then use Angelus paint for our customizations.
Yeah.
And I did a customized dip, and then we add a finisher on top of that as well, to show people just some of the examples of what we can and can't do. And majority of the work that we can do is customizations. We do.
You saved these shoes, my guy. These boots are complete. Like, I was looking at them, and they look entirely different. In actual fact, from a distance, if you look up close, of course, you can see the wear and tear that you can't remove. That's you need miracle powers to say that. But from a distance, I would assume that these were new pairs. Or in some kind of fashion, the way they look, it's almost like one of those limited edition.
100%. So that words, it's like you've taken it out of my mouth right now. So what we actually do as well with our customizations, we try to only do a one of one, meaning it's a limited edition where if a client comes in and requests something like this, and another client comes in, we wouldn't actually replicate the exact same thing. We would tell the client, this is now a limited edition, because we only want one person wearing one of each of these pairs.
Yes.
So when a client comes in, we can always somehow offer advice to maybe change it up a bit, meaning we can change a few details of it, but in that way then also we don't have two of the same pairs. And in that way, it's almost like when you go to a party, when you go to an event, and someone's wearing the exact same outfit as you, it can be a bit, should I say, embarrassing or maybe a bit awkward.
No, you just have to think, like, did we shop at the exact same place? What is going on here? What is the likelihood of this happening?
Exactly. And with that being said, that's why we offer this. We've done influencers before. We still have a few influencers that we do on a regular basis with regards to cleaning. And we've done a few customizations, and that's why they have only one of one. Same with our clients as well. We're big on the limited edition, so that at the end of the day, a customer can't say, oh, but that person has the same thing as me. That person is made to feel special, and that's the effect that we want with our clients
No,
as
but
well.
your business is intriguing because even if someone has a pair of shoes that are completely destroyed, they can come to you and not only have it restored, but they can also come to you and get it even improved. in the looks.
100%.
That's a great thing. But for all the listeners out there who want to know how they can get in touch with you, how can I do that?
So with regards to getting in touch with us, they can either contact us via WhatsApp. Our number on WhatsApp is 060 358 0023. So that's via WhatsApp. They'll get an automated message. It's a business WhatsApp that there's a catalog with as well. So if they'd like to maybe choose a clean of basic or intensive, a customization, there's a few pictures on there as well for them. Apart from the other services that we offer as well, and we also sell the clear shoe boxes and shoe trees. So we've put everything on our catalog with regards to our price list as well. And also we are available on Instagram, Kleen Sneekz, all E's, no A's, and a Z, and a K and a Z at the end. And then also, if they just need to look out for our colors, which is black and gold, we only stick to black and gold with our social media. And also on Facebook, we are just Kleen Sneekz.
Kleen Sneekz.
No underscores, anything like that, just Kleen Sneekz.
Yes. Now, there's one question that I have to ask you, and I ask all the guests this, and you've been operating now for 4 years, correct?
100%, yes.
So now I have to ask you the question of, where do you see yourself in 4 years from now? Because 4 years ago, you started, you did things for free, you were crouching by a shower, trying to scrub things together, hurting your back, and now you're here today. So I'm sure when you were back then in front of the shower, you didn't think, oh my word, I'll be here to, the business will go to this far. So let's say, where do you see yourself, or where do you dream that your business can be, inshallah, in 4 years?
Inshallah, that's a very good question. At the end of the day, what I try to always look at is how far we've grown already. And obviously, as you've said, starting with the shower and cleaning sneakers from then, I never dreamed or thought that we would come this far where we have a full-on garage that operates as a store on the property, and it's strictly only sneakers. We've got shelving in there and everything like that. Sneaker-wise, there's nothing else. It's just strictly business. And to be honest, I would like to open up a shop one of these years, inshallah. It is a big dream of ours, but at the end of the day, things are also financially quite tight. I think everyone's feeling the pinch. So right now, we have a good thing going, and that also allows us to charge a lower price to our clients and not increase. So our price list also, we haven't actually increased our prices before COVID, pre-COVID, during COVID, or after. So our cleaning prices have still stayed the same before COVID, during and after.
You've been operating with the same prices through an economic crisis.
100%. So we've kept it at, we even include our kiddies cleans as well, which is cheaper than the adults. And for the adults, we've kept it at 100 and 140 Rand, and it's been like that since 2019.
Yes. And Yazeer, before you came on board, as I should actually mention to the listeners, Yazeer and of course Suraya will be coming on after him with the laundry station. They are actually connected as a family. They are related. And you guys, before you guys came on, you guys said you wanted to give back. You wanted to give something to the listeners, but they'd have to answer a specific question about your business. So what is the question that you posed to the listeners?
Perfect. That's a great question. So with regards to obviously our giveaway that we'll be doing this evening, or should I say from the Kleen Sneekz point of view, besides cleaning, what else do we offer, or what else do we do? Besides our cleaning, our intensive clean and our basic clean, what else do we offer as a service? That will be the question for this evening. And for the giveaway, can I mention?
You can, of course, mention it.
So the prizes that we'll be giving away as Kleen Sneekz the business will be 2 clients will win, or two listeners will win 2 free intensive cleans. So all they need to do is WhatsApp into the VOC, tell us what other services we offer besides cleaning.
Wow.
And the first 2 people I
No. There's one person that's coming through here and they've already answered. And I'm not going to say it because if I repeat it, it gives the answer away to other people. So 3700. Oh, wow. And then another one came in 5338 as well. Okay, so 3700 and 5338. You guys have won. There will be another giveaway with the laundry station. Number 9118. You unfortunately just missed out.
What I can do, Daanyaal, is I can maybe sweeten the pot a bit.
Okay.
Obviously, if I am on later with the laundry station as well,
yes.
then I can also maybe just think of another few prizes that I can maybe add for the end of the show.
Okay.
And then we can maybe just obviously, get our listeners some rewards as well.
We'll go from there, because this individual 9118 actually sent in a message earlier saying he's the best in the business from Noor Overmeyer. So you have a fan, and these people have come in so fast. I'm so shocked. Wow. And it's the aunties that come through. They really, you did say they do the high heels and all of that.
Yes, sir, definitely. We've tried to branch out to accommodate everyone in Cape Town because, and can I just make one point? When actually starting this business off, it wasn't about money. It was strictly about there was a gap in the market and there wasn't many companies that were offering these services. So when starting this off, hence why we gave free cleans at the beginning, because there was a niche. And also at the end of the day, I looked at it as if someone's already trusting me with their sneakers or their shoes, which is value to them and obviously sentimental value as well.
Of course.
So now for me to even at the beginning, that's why we did free, because at the end of the day, when people hear free, they're like, cool, I'm up for that. And that's why we did that for the free cleaning. And obviously it hooked the clients. And once they were happy with the service, at the end of the day, that's why we didn't also overcharge or charge too much.
Wow.
And that's why we also haven't increased the prices to a point where people feel, ooh, it's a bit too much for my pocket at this moment.
You know, I'm actually really enlightened almost from what you're saying here, because you're actually the first entrepreneur that's come on board and that has been almost self-aware about their position. You mentioned it in the beginning. You essentially had you had a passion for this in some sense because you were attached to sneakers and all that. That's why your friends came to you asking for advice.
Definitely.
And you have a passion for this in some respect as well, continuing trying to better yourself.
100%.
But one thing that you recognize was, even though you are passionate and even though you actually have been doing sneaker cleanings before, you have experience. It's not like when you started you had no experience. And you found that, you know, I'm actually a nobody. In reality, I'm a nobody. And if you're a nobody, you have to prove that you're somebody.
Exactly.
And the easiest way to do that is to actually just offer free things, because as you mentioned, once you say the word free, our people, they come in hordes.
But it's also with regards to getting your name out there. It is quite difficult at the beginning, and that's also what I'd like to say to our aspiring entrepreneurs of today. You know, at the beginning, it's always a bit of a struggle to maybe get your name out there. And that's why I would always recommend, if you're offering something as a trial, you know, something that's free, it always locks people in to then try the service. And that's how we started off. And at the end of the day, it wasn't about the money, like I said, because we more gain the joy out of people getting their sneakers back. And it's like, wow, are these really my sneakers?
More of a passion project.
For us, it is more of a passion project, because when people get their sneakers back and they are pleased with it, we allow them to do reviews on our Google page, on our Facebook as well, because we want to know, how do you feel about your sneakers? We've had people come in and say, this can't be my sneakers. They are in awe or disbelief.
No, looking at these here, I'm not surprised. These look like two completely different sneakers. As I said, these sneakers look like something you'd see on Instagram scrolling past, and you'd see a shop in America advertising some limited edition, and you think to yourself, wow, how am I ever going to get that in South Africa? You scroll past. But these really look like limited edition, and they look so good. They don't even look like, sometimes when you see amateur jobs, it almost looks there's like a couple of mistakes, but these actually look really, really, really good. They're actually really fantastic. So I applaud you and your wife for this amazing work. And she shouldn't be like I used to mention that she lowers herself, or
she always underestimates her work. And I think I always tell her all the time, the client is very happy, and that's how when a client comes in, you see people at the end of the day, they want to know, are you happy or are you not happy with the shoe? And also when complimenting your staff, for example, as a business, and complimenting your partner or anything that you do in life every day, it uplifts that person as well, and it also makes them feel better about themselves or about the work that they are doing. And that's a very important part of a business or part of daily life. And that's why I'm very strict on, if someone gives a compliment, I immediately take it, I do a screenshot, I put it on our status so that clients can see. Even if it's a bad thing, we'll put it out there, because we want to show you how we've improved on this as well. And also with regards to, as you spoke about passion earlier, the passion wasn't even so much about sneakers, it was more about cleaning for me, because I tend to have this thing of OCD when it comes to cleaning, and that I blame on my parents, because at the end of the day, with our upbringing, we were always taught, and it's something that I'm very grateful for, is that when we used to clean the house every weekend, you know, at the end of the day, it really helped going forward in life, because like now, I've used that skill to not only in a daily life skill, but also with a business now, because now, for something that you might see like, that's not really important for me, I would go over that probably 2 or 3 times until I'm happy, because if I'm happy with the shoes, I feel the client will be happy with it as well.
We were two completely different people, my brother. When I think back of the days when I had to vacuum the whole house, I do not look back at it with like, wow, shukran mommy for making me do that. I still don't like vacuuming. But we have to go for some commercial news, Yazeer. Shukran for coming on board. We go for some commercial news. We come back. It's more of the Daily Grind, so stay tuned.
Mother of plain food, servicing the community for a decade with these affordable prices. Get 10 kilo box chicken leg and thighs at 389.99. 2 liter Delight cooking oil at 69.99. 1 kilo counterfeit chicken fillets at 49.99. 2 bags of 2 kilo rainbow chicken mix portions at 129.99. And whole and half baby beef packs at 39.99. Get these and more at Mother of Plain in Town Centre, Mitchell's Plain. Call 021 391 3096. Mother of Plain Foods.
Come on, baby, come on. Ja, terug daar weer die staten, man.
Daai is die staten, daai is die weet.
Maar nou, as jy die presies die staten. Maar nou, jy wil net slim wees. Nou sê vir my, waar in die goede wat te Kaap gaan ons nou 'n battery kry?
Universal Motors is in New Woodlands, Highlands Drive.
Okay.
Het jy airtime?
But of course I got.
021 374 1082.
As ek klaar 9 o'clock.
Yeah, now they open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Nou, net kan. Ek het jou gesê, is die battery die.
Do you know the difference a good sleep can make to your well-being? Rest assured, beds have never been this comfortable and rewarding. With a solid spring construction and premium foam layers for unmatched comfort, you'll be rest assured the best sleep a bed can offer. So why wait? Invest in your wellness today. Visit Sleep Gallery in Claremont, Pine Time in Rosmead Avenue, Rainbow Beds in Rylands, and the Bed Square in Ottery for unbeatable deals that will blow your socks off. Rest assured, comfort for life.
Elite Power Trade specials. 5 kilogram, a kilo white basmati rice, 149 Rand 99. 2.5 kilogram snowflake cake flour, 28 Rand 99. 4 kilogram Omo Auto washing powder, 129 Rand 99. 500 gram I&J light and crispy fish range, 65 Rand 99. And 2 liter Lausanne milk jugs, full cream or low fat, 24 Rand 99. Prices valid from the 22nd of August to the 6th of September 2022. Elite Power Trade, situated at 29 Rian Avenue, Athlone Industria.
One day I want to be like my pa by calling Dickie, the mechanic. My pa's customers are always happy because he buys quality parts at AHK Motorspares. Their service is always top notch, open 7 days per week and waiting to supply you with passenger, taxi and light commercial motorspares. Visit a branch nearest to you. You can count on AHK every time and anytime. Thank you AHK Motorspares for making my boss smile. AHK Motorspares, quality at affordable prices.
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business savings.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Daily Grind on a beautiful Tuesday evening. I say that every day because they're not going to move me to another day. When you're on a Friday night, it will be a beautiful Friday evening. I have a question here from 5338 in regards to the prize. The prize is, of course, it is 2 clean pack. No, rather, it is a clean, well, 2 clean packages to the value of 280 Rand, 5338. But speaking of prizes, we're going to now be transitioning into the next interview with the laundry station. We have here Suraya. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you, Suraya.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Daanyaal, and all the listeners of the Voice of the Cape.
Yes, and Suraya, you're not here alone, correct? I believe your son-in-law Harun is here, correct?
Yes, I'll introduce him, or he can introduce himself. Harun, you can go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, alhamdulillah.
You know,
tired after a long shift, but alhamdulillah.
From work straight to the
Straight to
studio.
here.
Doesn't sound that appealing. But brother, you know the weather, that is my main concern. Every time everybody asks me how I'm doing, I always have to refer to the weather. One day it's cold, the next day it's sunny. You can't keep track of it anymore, eh? But anyway, Suraya,
I just want to, before you go, I don't know about my mother-in-law, but I love winter ever since the laundry started.
Now I love winter, brother. The only thing I can't stand about this winter was how one day it's raining, one day it's windy, and then the next day it's sunny. It's 30 degrees.
Yeah.
It's not halal. This weather is not of our deen. I don't like it. Anyway, again, the views expressed in this program are not the views of the Voice of the Cape. It's off management. I have to say that. I'm just joking. Anyway, Suraya, give us a little bit of an intro into the laundry station. How did it start? What you do, so all the listeners can understand.
Okay, so I started the laundry station about 10 years ago, so in 2012, and at that point in time, I had 3 kids, one at creche, one at primary school, and one at high school. So, I mean, I've worked in different industries, and all the industries that I worked in, all the experience and the knowledge that I gained from there, I started the laundry. Myself and my husband made this decision. He had a permanent job at the time. I was afforded the opportunity to try out things, not just the laundry, but even lots of other things before that. So yeah, so started out the laundry. There were days where I even sometimes many more days that I never saw one client through the door. And I would have to be there. I would have to drive to fetch the kids from school, drop them at home, take them to madrasa, then head back to the laundry, only to find that, not one client has walked through the door and then sit there. My husband would come after work and then relieve me and then take over until closing, and then I go home and I go and cook and see to the kids. So in a nutshell, laundry is a fun business to be in. Harun was saying he loves winter. I also used to say I love winter, but Harun will soon realize it doesn't matter whether it's winter or summer, there is always laundry. Because what I've noticed is with with technology, we've all learned to do things differently, but for some reason, technology has not changed how we do laundry. So there's always laundry. And then also, like I said, with COVID as well, pre-COVID, COVID, post-COVID, if there's one thing that didn't stop, it was laundry. Even with having staff in lockdown, I would find myself on a Sunday afternoon ironing king-size duvet covers and fitted sheets, and I actually mastered that. So for me, laundry is fun. So over to you, Harun.
Yeah, so I actually started in COVID. So my mother-in-law always encouraged us to start a laundromat. But as many aspiring entrepreneurs know that it's not easy to start something if there's no capital.
Yeah.
So how my journey and my mother-in-law's journey is actually similar. We actually got retrenched. So she got retrenched. I got retrenched at a different stage in my life, and I used that money as capital. And then building from her experience, I added my own spice to it to make it what it is today. So we've been around for about 2 years now, and alhamdulillah, we're doing very well.
So the laundromat has operated for 2 years.
Yeah, so my mother-in-law's one has been for 10 years.
10 years.
And then we're going for 2 years, and then she opened another one in Plumstead.
Three Arts Village.
How long now?
A year ago.
A year ago.
Wow.
So alhamdulillah, it's a business that's expanding, and we love what we do. I said to a friend, or a friend said to me the other day, asked me, when last were you grateful after 4 days of work? And this is now asking from a perspective of working for an employer. And I said, you know what, I've never actually felt fulfilled. But every day when I get home now, I am fulfilled. It's just a different experience, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I'm a little bit curious here. There's two things I'm curious on. The first thing is, well, I'm going to have to keep that for the break. But the first question I'm going to ask you is, why laundry? That's my first question. Listening to all of you guys speak and listening to how you enjoy it and all of that, I'm shocked. Like sitting here right now, I'm shocked that people enjoy doing laundry, that people like drying. I don't understand how you guys do it day in, day out. I don't like doing it with my own clothes, and you guys are doing it for other people. I don't know how you do it, but I want to learn more. We're going to have to, however, go for some commercial news now. When we come back, you can answer the questions. I'm going to give you a little bit of a break.
No problem.
Maybe try to figure out, wait, why do I actually like doing laundry for other people? So, but we can answer that after the break. So for now, we have to go for some commercial news. When we come back, more of the Daily Grind, so stay tuned.
The Butcher's Market. Everything you expect from a butcher's market and more, including A-class lamb and beef, chicken, sensational sausages, ground beef, tasty burgers, and quality cold meats. We take pride in the way we prepare, package, and present our products to you at the perfect price. Visit our conveniently located stores in Watergate Mall, Mitchell's Plain, Criscol Road, Belleville, opposite Middlestadt Mall, Tokai Branch, opposite Melomed, or Sainsbury Square in Easter. Visit www.butchersmarket.co.za. The Butcher's Market. Meet your expectations.
Every 60 seconds, a silent pandemic claims the life of a child. Unsafe water is having a devastating global impact on health, and livelihoods. Islamic Relief is at the forefront, providing clean and safe water to vulnerable communities around the world. Our tailored approach to sustainable water solutions enable families not just to survive, but to thrive, ensuring they stay healthy and safe. Give water, give life with Islamic Relief.
The Western Cape blood supply remains at 1 day and patients' lives are at risk. The only way to avoid day zero is with your blood donation. We urge you to find your closest blood donation clinic. Visit wcbs.org.za. Do something remarkable. Donate blood.
Great news! The Voice of the Cape Golden Hour Luncheon is back after a 2-year break. Book your tickets early and enjoy golden moments in my company, Yusuf Fisher and colleagues at the Golden Hour Luncheon on the 1st of October at Countryman Estate, Skarpkraal. Come enjoy delicious food, amazing entertainment and prizes galore at 250 rands per person. At the VUC offices, number 2, Queen's Park Avenue, Salt River, 021-442-3500. Or Taz Boutique in Gatesville on 021-633-1367. Or for more information, contact Sukaina Johadin on 082-786-5627. The Golden Hour Luncheon, where families and friends get to greet, meet and eat. The Voice of the Cape, 91.3 FM, my radio station, your radio station, our radio station.
Tickets for the Golden Hour Luncheon 2022 are sold out. The Voice of the Cape wishes to convey their thanks to you, the listener, for your generous support.
Mense, Roman's Pizza have put me in this outfit and now they want me to sing. No, wait, I'm a comedian. Can we just turn the music down, please? Can I not just tell the people about the Savor Flavor range? Roman's Pizza is bringing the flavor, okay, with barbecue chicken, pepperoni, mushroom, margarita, sweet delicious chicken. They're beefing up the flavor.
Get 2 large pizzas from the Savor Flavor range for only $144.90. Ramen's Pizza. We deliver or you collect.
Just show the slow motion cheese pull. That's what's going to make them less.
Available all day, every day at Roman's Pizza Athlone and Roman's Pizza Promenade.
The Daily Grind. Boosting your business savvy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. And before the break, I asked a very important question. And that question was, why laundry? Why do other people's laundry? Where did that come from? Where did that idea come from 10 years ago? And so can you enlighten me about that?
Yeah, sure, I can. Okay, so for me, as a young married mom, you know, you have one child, and I literally used to walk around the house and look for stuff to wash. And I used to do this, and I didn't think anything of it. Now, looking back, I realized that is where my passion for laundry started, because I just have this thing about clean washing, and I think a lot of women love clean washing. So I think that's where it kind of like started for me. And Harun, your side?
Yeah, so I, like I mentioned, was my mother used to do the laundry, yes. But I actually did my own ironing. So when I started the laundry, it was natural for me. Obviously, I always say this when I go on, is that my mother-in-law showed me the ropes in terms of operating the business.
Yes.
So how many of washing powder, what detergents to use, how to use it, how to operate the commercial machines.
Okay.
But the basis for laundry I had. So in the beginning, I actually ran it myself. And whenever a customer would request a pickup, I would literally close the door, put up a sign and say I'll be back in 5 minutes, and I would rush to get that customer and rush back. A funny story is whenever the aunties used to come in, they would be so shocked to see a guy doing the laundry. They would often ask if I'm married. But my mother-in-law here next to me. So that answers that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one interesting thing there is you've begun this 10 years ago. You've been operating your own now for 2 years, and because of that, you had to have started in the COVID pandemic. Now, this is a very interesting scenario for me, because here we have almost like a, how would I put it, like a master and a student in a sense. in a kind of way. Now, Soraya, when you operated this for 10 years, you mentioned in the beginning you started and people, sometimes you had days nobody came through. And that must have taken a toll on your mental health and all of that kind of stuff. As a human being,
absolutely,
when something bad happens, we can't help ourselves. We start thinking,
we're human, yeah.
We're human. We think of all the things that are going to go wrong. We think, oh my word, why is it not happening? This is a failure of the business itself. But you stuck through. You stuck through for 10 years. And as you've mentioned, everything changes but the laundry. Everything changes. People need to get their everything cleaned,
yes,
you know.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to know your mindset for those 10 years, those days when you didn't see a lot of customers and you've gone through a pandemic, you've gone through economic crisis. And I wanted to know that mentality. How do you keep pushing through all of that to continue the business as it is today?
Okay, so if I think back now to those days, you know, the thing is your support, like the support that I had from my husband. I mean, I'm very driven, I'm very motivated, I like a challenge, I try to find solutions.
Indeed.
But I was only able to be as adventurous because I had a husband that supported everything that I wanted to do. Because I knew at the end of the day, you know, even if I didn't have any clients coming through the door, you know, on a Sunday, he would do the graveyard shift and wait for those 1 or 2 clients to come in so that we could have maybe that little bit of an income, even if it was just to cover the rent. But soon, you know, once people got to know our service and what was out there, and we managed to secure better premises, because I think that's also key in business is your location. Location is key in a business. The type of service, I mean, we do washing, drying, folding, ironing, we do dry cleaning. We've included the Kleen Sneekz, so we offer that service as well. We operate as a drop-off point for Kleen Sneekz. So a lot has transpired over the years, but you will never become really, even after 10 years, a master, because every day there's something to learn.
Yes.
You know, I would phone Harun and I'd say, Harun, I'm stuck with a problem here. I can't get the stain out. What do you suggest? And he'll say, okay, try this, try that. And yes, he's been in it for 2 years.
Yes.
But this is what it's about. And I think this is what life is about. You know, when I get a client complaint, for me, I don't respond to it immediately. I try to process it first. And my first response always to a client is I thank the client for bringing it to my attention, because the client could have just decided, you know what, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, or
And
blast
that-
us on social media.
Exactly, yeah. But the client took the time, and for that, I am grateful. And I'm at that point in my life where I mentioned to Harun earlier on that if I look back, the challenges that I've had in my life, I shukr Allah for the challenges, because it is those challenges that I learned from. So when bad things happen, and I'm speaking not just laundry, in general, you know, when we are tested, when bad things happen, because things are not always going to go your way. It's just how life is, you know. I mean, I consider myself fortunate, alhamdulillah. I work from home now. My husband runs both laundries, so he, as Harun is, runs between the two and things like that. But it was a process. There were challenges. There were days where I would get home from fetching my daughter from the creche, my son from primary school, Yazeer from high school, on a Friday afternoon, getting home and getting done to make it to Jummah, you know, and those were the challenges. Today, you don't see all of those things because we've managed to overcome those hurdles. But this is the thing, when you are in any kind of business, you know, you need to sometimes just sit quietly and process your challenge and then find a way, the best way forward.
You know, the biggest thing I took out of you was the relationship that you have not only with your husband and with your son-in-law, but also the family aspect of your business. It almost feels like as you were talking, you were mentioning the struggles that you went through and how you work with customers, and it really feels like the core part of your business, the one thing that is the strongest pillar at the base of your foundation, is in essence your family. Because you now work from home, but now your husband keeps it going, and now you're introducing your son-in-law into the business. He's learning the ropes from you, but you are also learning from him. And I think that's a very powerful message that you mentioned there. Because a lot of people, when they are experienced, when they have the wisdom of the business, whatever, they oftentimes feel like when a new person comes in, what is this person going to tell me? But I like your approach of learning about everything about the business.
Yeah. The one thing that I also say is, like, I've seen other laundries come up, and you know, we are human, and you're like, look, there's another laundry opening. Here's someone, like, when I see the letters LAU, you know, I there's just something inside of me that just sets me off, you know.
Triggers you.
But a lot of the laundries that are in my surrounding areas, I am friends. Not just acquaintances, I'm friends with people that own laundries in my area, and we help each other. We learn from one another. When it comes to December and we run out of supplies, we assist one another.
Wow.
And you know, it's amazing.
I need bags, I need detergents.
Yeah, you run out of stuff for whatever the reason. You know, it's quite a fast-paced business, and at the time before Harun started laundry. And myself and my husband were doing laundry. Sometimes at night we'll be busy till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, drying linen so that we can get it back to the laundry the following day. And then we do it from home, you know. And then my kids, you know, Harun obviously wasn't very verbal, but Yazeer and my daughter would say, you know, they would ask the $1 million question when we're working like this. And they're like, you guys are always working. And the funny part now is the big question, which they all know is, and now I'm asking them the question, is, why did you have to open a laundry? And everybody laughs. So often when Harun contacts me and Harun has challenges, then I say to Harun, why did you have to open a laundry? And we just blast it off.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, I just wanted to add to something my mother said earlier. The key is, for me, especially when you're starting a new business, what happens is you'd often not get a customer, or the customers takes a while for your business to start flowing. What I did was, and this is my philosophy, is you put in the effort. Your job is not to bring in the money. Your job is to put in the effort, and through that effort, Allah will then bring the sales and the customers. And there was a TED talk that you guys played about confidence, and that ties in with what I'm trying to say, is that once you have confidence in your creator, it will then build self-confidence, because you rely on Allah, and once Allah won't disappoint you. So once you build that confidence in your creator, you then build confidence in yourself. So whatever effort you put in, you know that Allah will send you the customers. And I think that's what pushed us through. Another customer said to me, and they obviously started a business of their own, but it wasn't doing so well. And she coined the term, and it's the first time I heard the term, unfloppeneer. And I said, no man, why'd you call yourself an unfloppeneer? So when people look at the laundry station, they think that it was either handed to us, or what it is now, it's how it was in the beginning. It wasn't like that. There were many times we would sit there and think, when's the next customer going to come? And then I take myself to my values. What can I do? What is in my reach? How can I reach the customer? How can I advertise better? And once I've done what I need to do, your contentment, you become content, because now you've done what you can do. And then you'll see, like, a customer come and the next customer come. And then I start looking at my wife and like, where did all these customers come? But alhamdulillah, that's how it all started.
You know, what you just explained is exceptionally wonderful. Everybody says it, but not many people say it as concisely as you have. But with your trust in the creator and that resolution that you find in that trust is something that is exceptionally beautiful to hear. Because I can see the way you guys are speaking. I can actually see it in your eyes, the hardship that you guys went through. I could tell in your eyes, I could tell in Auntie Soraya's eyes, and it's very clear that you guys have experienced those days. Auntie Soraya, you explained it yourself when you were working with when you had to pick up your kids and take Juma. That is a whole other journey, but you guys stuck through it. And you know, there's one thing you mentioned there about the on-floppeneer thing, and I laughed, but that really shows a difference in mindset. Because that customer you talked about approached it from the perspective of they wanted to see results instantaneously.
Or they attached success to their effort. And because their effort wasn't enough, they felt disheartened.
Yeah.
The moment you place your trust in Allah, and I know, and literally we're not just saying that because we're on radio. That is literally our philosophy in terms of running the laundry station. We try and run it with Islamic ethos. Whenever there's whenever there's money that comes out of a customer's laundry, we make sure that we return that money to that customer. So customers would be surprised. Where did this 400 rand come from? We're like, from your laundry. So we never try to shortchange customers or look for shortcuts. We always try to think, what does Islam say? How should we run? And what I also find is sometimes we want to separate Islam with business, when in actual fact we should actually combine the two. I think that's the recipe for success.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, brother Harun, it's unfortunate because listening to you guys talk has been absolutely astounding. I could go way more and have so many questions about how you guys run your business because it's exceptionally interesting.
Yeah.
And you know, the wonderful thing about this is, and I have to tell the listeners, is that you guys actually got in contact with me last week when I asked who wants to come onto the show if you have your business. I mention it every week, and I don't think people quite get that I'm actually being intensely serious. And you sent through your details, and I got contact with you just so. And when you told me that your two family members help you with the business, and your one son operates his own business, and your other son has his own franchise, I was astounded. Because for me, the main thing about entrepreneurship is not only how it empowers oneself, but also how it empowers your family, the people that you care about the most. Because your actions, the models, and Auntie Suraya, your actions and the lessons you instilled in Yazeer, how he mentioned earlier, how he had to clean the house or whatever, and he took from that, and now he has a passion for what he's doing now. So it's very clear that mindset is the most important thing. The mindset and our relationship with our Rob is the most important thing we should care about as entrepreneurs. But you know, it's actually getting to the end of the show. But before we go, we have two questions, right? The first thing is, how can people get in contact with you? And also, before you came on, you requested that you wanted to give away, as your son Yazeer has done. What is the question that the listeners have to answer? If they answered it, and what do they win?
Okay, so we're going to keep it simple, make it nice and easy. We've told you that there are 3 branches. The first 2 people that answer correctly and tell us where the 3 branches are. You can mention any one of the 3. They will obviously win a laundry voucher to the value of 500.
I think we should make it a bit more difficult. We're giving a nice prize. They should mention all 3.
All 3, okay. Harun says you must mention all 3, so I'm supporting Harun.
Okay. And I also got confirmation from Yazeer. When you send through that information, I will send it through to you, and then they can claim it. If they don't claim it, I will claim it, because when I go to my mother and I tell her I have a 500 rand voucher for laundry, she will be thanking me. I will be her favorite son for that evening, which means I will have a blessed evening, as you already know. But how can they get in contact with you if they want to get in touch with you and your business?
Okay, we are on social media. So the WhatsApp number for Tukai and 3 odds is 083 681 7438, and we are on that's for WhatsApp, and then we're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. And I got confirmation from Yazeer. Hold on. Yazeer has told me, because before we left, he said he wanted to give more giveaways. Yeah. And he has another giveaway that he has here. The question is, of course, it's the same price of 2 clean packages valued at 280 rand. So I can't do the maths, but I'm thinking that's 560 rand in total. The question is, how many drop-off points does Kleen Sneekz have? Do we have, including the main branch? So all you have to do is say how many branches Kleen Sneekz has. If you have that answer correct, I will be giving out your number to them, and then they will get in touch with you. Harun, I cut you off. What do you want to say?
So the Belgravia branch is 071 315 2166. If anyone doesn't remember the number, you can simply go to our website, which is www.thelaundrystation.co.za, and we have quite a cool website where you can actually go on, you can choose your branch, and it will automatically send a WhatsApp to one of our numbers. So depending on which area you're in, you can click on the branch which is closest, and then we will get a WhatsApp.
Okay.
So that will be the easiest. I don't know how much time we have left, but I just quickly wanted to say we do wash, we do dry, we do fold, we do iron, we do dry cleaning. You can either drop it off at any of our branches and collect, or you can send us a WhatsApp and we'll collect it from your house or your work and we'll drop it back wherever you want.
Aaron, we have to end the show now. But before we end the show, I just received the janazah notes that I want to read out here. It's the janazah of Ahmed Peterson, 83 years old, address 19 Stephen Road, Lotus River. Salatul Janazah will be performed at the Park Road Masjid, the Maqbara, soon to be confirmed. The contact details are as follows. You can contact Faiza on 083 357 9658 or alternatively contact Shaheen on 084 228 9980. That is 084 228 9980. And this is in relation to the janazah of Ahmed Peterson, 83 years old. And we say Inna Lillahi wa Inna Ilayhi Rajiun. My fellow guests, I say to you, I'm so sorry that the show has gone so short. I would have loved to have you for another hour, see your philosophy about business, how you've operated, how you've gone through the struggles of Auntie Suraya. Now you're resting at home, working from home, but also helping your son-in-law and helping your son and making your establishment a profitable point. You guys represent, in my eyes, what this community is best for, and that is the unity between individuals, as you said, with your other laundromats and also with family. So I thank you so much for coming on board and providing insight into your business, but also enlightening me, but also, you have yourself, your message has lifted my spirits as well. Your message about trusting in our Rob is exceptionally powerful. But with that, we have to go for the end of the show. If you want your business also to be on the Daily Grind, all you have to do is send through your information 08299 or info@vocfm.co.za. With that, we have to now end the show. I bid you adieu with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tune in next week for more of the Daily Grind. Salam.